I guess let's just start with Nick Chubb. Kevin said he broke his foot, so you did. I guess just your thoughts on this injury.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, he's putting the work. Anytime your teammates get injured, it's unfortunate. Nick's my guy, so I'm especially thinking about him. But Nick, he'll come back. He'll put it behind him, and he'll be the team that everybody knows he is.
How hard is that, Joe? Just given the fact that he was so hard to come back from that knee.
Yeah, it's brutal. I thought he was starting to flash some too. We were blocking a little bit better for him. He was starting to make some plays for us. I was hoping these last few games we get him back on track a little bit. But it's tough. I don't think this is I'm not a doctor, but it's as serious as obviously some other stuff. So just give it a little bit of time to heal and he'll have all off season to get back and a lot of those knee injuries are a year and a half, 2 years anyway. So hopefully he can get back to feeling great and be the Nick Chubb as well.
Jerry Jeudy said that one of the big reasons why this team is good is because of the pre-snap penalties. They keep happening over and over and over again. Why does it continue to happen week after year?
Lack of mental awareness. It's getting lined up wrong. It's being too deep in the backfield, illegal shifts, false starts. All those things are real mental. You get the play call, you get the formation, you get the cadence. You go through those in your head, and obviously we haven't been good enough at handling those situations.
We don't. Your guys talked about Nick like the way this entire locker room talks about him. What's so special about him? Like this entire room just loves him.
Well, he's one of the best running backs to play this game. He works harder than anybody, and his personality is never look at me or anything. It's always for the team. I know people say like, I'd rather win, I'd rather do this. Like Nick Chubb would rather win than have any stats or any accolades, and that's truly from the heart of hearts. Good person. I get and it's just a special person.
What is it like for you guys? The support for him, obviously, he went through that knee injury. You guys had his back that entire time. So what does it look like now for you guys?
Oh, the same. We support our guys that get hurt, and it's no different for Nick. He's one of our brothers, and he'll be all right. I know mentally he'll probably be a little tough, but he'll be back. I have no doubt.
Joel, he's in a similar situation in a way from a business standpoint. He doesn't have a contract beyond the season. So, what are your thoughts about Nick Chubb and wanting to see him remain a member of the Browns?
Yeah, I think if Nick Chubb wants to be a Brown, he'll be a Brown next year. That's all I got for that. I think he's earned that, and they'll figure something out.
Joel, I know you're not the one throwing the ball, but the interceptors continue to play this team week after week. Why the struggles in that department in turning the football over?
We stress in training camp, the greatest team sport, the greatest stat is turnover margin. And truthfully, we haven't been great at it. I can't tell you why we're turning the ball over like that, but it's something we stress. And Coach Fancy made a point today. He's like, we can't talk about it if we're not going to be about it in that sense, and it's cost us. Our defense really played well today. We have a short field of punch. We turned the ball over in the red zone. I mean, going down the score, all those things just put our defense in a tough spot. Special teams turn the ball over. Start the game, you get 3 and out, you turn the ball over, and they go score. Like that's a momentum killer, and it's just something we've been focused on. We've talked about it. We just have to go out and execute.
Does the lack of run play bother you? I mean, seeing what Jerome did at the end of that game with some big first runs he pulled off.
No, I just block what they call. I block what they call, and we have to pass the ball 60 times like we did in Denver to try and win a game. That's part of it. If you run the ball and you're only getting 1 yard or 2 yards, like I get why they want to pass the ball. I do think the run game does take some time sometimes. Sometimes it's 2 yards, 3 yards, 4 yards, 15, 60, and that's how you get an average of 4 or 5 yards to carry. If you look back on it, since Coach Stefanski's been here, it's like, if you take out the 5 runs over 10 yards, they only average 3.8 yards a carry. It's like, well, that's the NFL. That's how averages work. So it's part of it. Like obviously, linemen are like, you got to run the ball every play, but whatever it takes to win, whatever they call, we'll try to go execute.
Joel, Kevin was sort of non-committal on Jameis was going to start next week. If Dorian is the starter, just kind of what changes for you guys in front of playing style?
He's got to get used to his cadence. I'm sure they're going to have some more designed runs for him. I mean, you saw a couple in there. He's going to scramble a little bit more. But the times I played with Dorian last year, I thought he was developing well, and he was understanding like it's a pocket league where you got to step up and make plays. And I thought he was doing a good job. The few opportunities he had last year.
I know we talked about Jameson's energy. How do you think he'll handle this? Big picks and then it's not in there.
I think he'll be frustrated, obviously, but I don't think it'll change. He was back up for Deshaun early in the year, and it was the same energy. It's going to be the same. I mean, obviously he's a competitor and he wants to be out there, but I don't think the energy will change.
Dorian said he wants to, if given the chance, prove that he can be something for this organization moving forward. What have you seen from him behind the scenes in terms of, how he's looked this year versus last year's rookie?
He's worked hard. He knows his stuff. I was joking with him about, knowing the calls and knowing the situations. He's run scout team for us a bunch in the Bailey. And you see some wild plays on there. Some of the times we have running quarterbacks, he makes some guys miss in the open field, makes some big throws. But he has good command of the huddle. Like I've actually talked to coach about that. Where I'm like, he comes in the huddle, he commands it well. He calls the plays and gets us in the right position. So I'll if he has an opportunity, we're going to try and help him and show that he can be a good player.
I'm anxious to see Jerome have a huge run. It feels like the last couple of games he's had some big plays, whether running or kickoffs.
Yeah, I thought he's stepping up for us. He always has that speed, and if we can get him on the edge, you've seen it throughout his career. He's had some big breakaway runs and been good in the passing game. That's kind of what we like to see, and I think some of this offense is tailored towards what he can do as a player. So that was a draw play, and he saw some opening and he outran everybody. It was a great good play.
How'd you come out of it, and what was it like getting to the game with the back?
Yeah, I made it out. They got me all juiced up on Mountain Dew, so I'll be all right. No, I made it out fine. We had a good week. We had a good strategy. Unfortunately, I've had this probably 4 or 5 times in my career now, and I kind of understand like how to get through it. Truthfully, the last play when I tried to make a tackle, like I landed on, I was like, that was the worst it felt all game. So we made it through. Appreciate Pat and Steph and those guys for helping me out.
A lot of teams would say, they don't fundamentally penalize all that stuff. You guys have been one of the most penalized teams for 5 straight years. What separates the teams that do get penalties from the ones that don't?
Just comes down to the execution. I mean, the mental execution. You can talk about it all you want, but you go out there, you get the snap count, you get the formation, you have to realize where you're lined up at. Like all those things are the mental part of the game, and it comes down to executing.
Having said that, officially